Good morning. I'm Sandy Walden from Serenity. If you're joining me, please say hello, um, say your name. Let me know what resonates with you, please, because these conversations matter. You matter. If you're listening on a replay, please let me know. It gives me an idea who would like to have conversation about what. In other words, your feedback helps me to fine tune these conversations. The truth is, I think the conversations that are the most difficult are the ones we most have to have. So I found myself thinking last night and this morning, every Tuesday night, I facilitate a grief support conversation. And from the time that conversation began last night up until now, talking 13 hours, what's been going through my head is the feeling that so many experience when they're grieving. I don't matter. People are tired of me. If I reach out, they're going to go away. It comes from that place of deep wounding, that place of deepest pain, that fear that we won't be loved enough. It comes for many from the experience of having perhaps been abandoned by someone or having others turn away for a number of reasons. Too many reasons to go into. So this morning, I'd like to encourage you to do a little bit of rewriting your story. This is something I do on a regular basis and something I really encourage my clients to do. It can absolutely involve actual writing. Something else that's really powerful is to stand in front of your mirror, look at yourself, and speak. The words I'm going to ask you to use might not feel comfortable at first, but they matter. I'm going to ask you to say, I love you when you look at yourself in the mirror. I'm going to ask you to say, I matter. I deserve support. I deserve caring, compassion, and kindness. I welcome and embrace loving support now. I am loved. I always have been, and I always will be. I am safe. I ask you to say these things or any variation of it for a few reasons. The truth is, when we're feeling a lot of pain, and I know you are if you're grieving, our self-confidence takes such a hit. We will find ourselves repeating things like, I guess I just don't matter because nobody called today. And it reinforces itself. We find ourselves thinking things like, if I reach out to him or her, they're going to turn away because no one has time for me. We have these thoughts, we have these feelings. Too often we have these experiences. They reinforce themselves and they hurt deeply and they feel as though they are our truth, and so they become our truth. When we stand in front of the mirror and we look at ourselves and we offer sincere love and compassion, I wonder if you see how that's changing the truth that's inside of us. Because it is. We're speaking to our subconscious, we're speaking to our conscious, and I believe we're speaking to our soul. I believe we are asking God, Spirit, Universe, choose the language that feels right to you, to support us. We're asking for and welcoming that by our language, by our intention. We're also reminding ourselves that we matter. You matter. I want you to know that completely. And so you're going to hear me say it again and again and again. You are loved. You always have been. You always will be. You matter. Your pain, your grief deserves loving compassion, support, and kindness. You matter. I encourage you to repeat these words or some variation of them, looking at yourself in the mirror. Say, you matter. I love you. Or even writing it down. I matter. I love myself. If it feels too difficult, back it up. I know that I matter, and I'm learning to accept that. I'm learning to love myself now more fully, more completely. I forgive myself for mistakes I've made, and I embrace healing. You're going to hear me speak a lot about these things in the coming days and probably weeks because I do work with my clients about each and every one of these things because it's changed my own life. It's changed my own life. And it continues to change my life. Guess what? I'm very much a work in progress. And so are you. And that's all right. As long as the heart in our chest keeps beating, we are continuing to shift, to change, to progress. Healing can continue, it can deepen. You deserve to heal. This doesn't mean that we ignore the pain. Absolutely not. This means that we face it, that we walk through it, and that we remember the pain is there because of the love that's there. As we do this, the pain begins to lessen a little at a time, and we expand our awareness to the love. And I assure you that love is there forever. The love never dies. You are loved. You always have been. You always will be. You matter. Your pain, your grief matters. You deserve loving support, kindness, compassion. I encourage you to welcome and accept it now. You matter. I'm Sandy Walden of Serenity, your Master Grief Coach. For today, I wish you a day of gentle peace and kindness. And I hope, I really hope, that as you go through your day, today, this is my challenge to you. Today, when you catch yourself thinking or saying unkind things to yourself, can you please, just for today, replace it with, I love myself. I am lovable. I welcome and embrace love and support. Just for today. And tomorrow, see how you feel. Just for today. I am loved. I am lovable. I welcome love, kindness, and support. That's what I wish for you today. A day of knowing you are loved. A day of knowing that you matter. A day of feeling the love that's being sent to you. Of receiving and accepting kindness, compassion, and support. Namaste.